Hey guys, here's a quick video tutorial on how to set up a viewable version of your plan book. So here's my plan book. It has all my subjects. I have all my menus that I can go to, make changes, go to my plans, so on and so forth. But how can we share out that information with students, parents, or substitutes in such a way that they can simply view it and they can't make any editing changes? So under the Go-To menu, you'll see sharing options. When you click on sharing options, it brings you up to this menu here. These are the categories by default, with the exception of parent. That's one I've created, so I'm going to take that one out just for this tutorial. But here are the categories. So I've used the student one quite a bit last year when we were doing distance learning. I would click on the download, and then I would throw that link in both Google Classroom and in Remind for the parents and students so that they could prepare and complete their work. So the category I want you guys to focus on today is going to be this bottom category where it says View Substitutes. Let's see if it's going to let me get to it. There you go. So you type in a view key. I don't know that you have to have the view key in there. I think you can leave it blank. I always fill it in. But the view key is if they're accessing Planbook through the Planbook website, then they would have to type in a view key in order to get to your plans. So there's lots of areas to configure information. You can have everything show up or just pick and choose the items you want them to see, what classes you want them to see, and what length of time you want them to see, today, tomorrow, the whole school year, etc. Once you have that information in, it's a simple click here. This is the way I do it. I get the link here. So for example, last year I would paste the STEM 4 plans in STEM 4, 5, 6, and WIN, and so on and so forth. But I wanted you to also just get a quick view. So I would take this link, for example, and if I was sharing it out with a substitute, I would simply email it to them, or when I call in for a sub, not call in, but when I put in for a sub, I could share that information with them or share it with our office. So here's what the plans would look like to them. You'll see now that they don't have a lot of menus anymore. All they have is this view function. They can't see certain aspects of my plans. So that's how you set it up, just so it's viewable and not editable. But if you wanted to configure it differently, like maybe you don't want them to see the standards, see how I have my standards here, maybe that's something that you're not interested in them looking at. So you would simply go in here and create another profile, add view profile. And I'll call this one parent, but you could call it substitute or whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to click on parent. And this time, again, I'm going to throw in a view key, throw in some numbers there. And maybe I only want them to see my lesson and my homework if I have any. And then perhaps I'm only sharing this out with STEM 5 information. So I could click that. And then here's that link again. When you get that link, you just download it. It's right here on the screen. Do what you need to do with it. And I'm going to paste it into a browser so that you can see this parent view that I created. It should have just my STEM 5 information, and the standards and all those other things should be hidden from them. So there it is. You can even shrink it down more than that. If you wanted just the title of your lesson and get rid of the essential question, the objectives, or whatever you have in your plan book, you can always just pick and choose which items you want to be viewed. So again, that's it in a nutshell. It all came up once again because you and I don't know when we'll be out or how long we'll be out, and this is a great way to share that information with your sub and or parents. If you have any questions for me, please reach out, and I'd be happy to get together with you and show you how it's done. Thank you, and have a great day.